To be manufacturing a new product in the UK and doing it in the Scottish Borders and regenerating jobs in a clean tech environment for an area that has suffered quite a lot of downturn in manufacturing. It's such a good news story for the UK.
I'm Matt Stadlen and this is Made in Britain UnPacked, the series where we tell the stories of British manufacturers. And I'm delighted to say that with me here today in Glasgow is Brian Monaghan, who's the sales director at IndiNature. Fantastic to see you, Brian. In a nutshell, what you do is you make insulation.
Yes, we manufacture insulation for retrofit and new build applications, predominantly in the house building sector across the UK.
So this would have been manufactured in your manufacturing hub, on the manufacturing floor, not in Glasgow, you're a Glaswegian, yeah, but in the Borders.
Yeah, that's right.
And the material comes from plants also grown in the border areas, but also in Yorkshire.
That's correct. At the moment, we're manufacturing products that have been grown not any more than 10 or 12 miles away from the factory down in Jedburgh in the Scottish Borders. So predominantly our raw material comes from either the Scottish Borders or it comes from Yorkshire.
The plants that produce the materials that you make this insulation from, I mean, they look quite spectacular. They're reaching, what, 9 foot?
9 feet in the space of 3 to 4 months. And the plants are actually, it's industrial hemp. And it seems as if it's actually a kind of new product, but industrial hemp plants, it goes back to the heritage of the UK farming industry, where back in the times of Henry VIII, farmers were mandated under law to grow industrial hemp. And it was so important for the UK because they used the fibres from the industrial hemp plants to make the ropes for the Navy. It's not a new product. It may appear to be new as a product in the UK for insulation because we are the only hemp-based insulation manufacturer that has third-party accreditation. Our cousins across in Europe and Scandinavia, they've been supplying these products quite successfully for the last 15, 20 years. So we've got quite a way to go in the UK to catch up with them.
And part of your business model is sustainability, isn't it?
That's correct. It's very, very low energy usage for manufacturing our products. And because you're not mining anything out the ground or melting any glass type products, it's a very, very low energy usage. But during the growing phase of the plants, where the fibres come from, it sequesters huge amounts of carbon out the atmosphere. And when that carbon is locked into the insulation, it makes it actually a carbon negative product, which is quite unique for anything that's manufactured in the UK.
Do you feel proud of the sustainability element of what you do, but also the fact you're a British manufacturer?
Yeah, we're very, very proud of the fact that the products are actually grown in the UK and also manufactured in the UK. There's not a lot of air miles on our products.
I'm going to ask you a question that might make you raise an eyebrow too, but does it work?
Yes, it's actually been proven to have superior heat retention properties in comparison to more mainstream glass wool and mineral wool type products.
So how is it working as an insulator? Explain it to us just a little bit.
The fibres that we take in the plant are processed and mixed with a small amount of binder to create flexi insulation bats, and they're friction fit products that are fitted between timber frames. There's no gases, there's no formaldehyde used in our products. It's only air that's trapped between the fibres that act as an insulant.
Now, obviously, you're not going to put the Made in Britain logo on the insulation because no one would see it.
Yeah.
But it's an important part of your business, the fact that you are a British manufacturer, as we've established, but also that you're part of Made in Britain, this wider community of 2,000 plus businesses.
That's correct, Matt. As I said, we're very, very proud about the fact that our products are not only made in the UK, but grown in the UK. We promote the Made in Britain part of it and all our presentations and some of our literature, because it's also part of the story for the low carbon. A lot of the other insulation products that are either made in the UK, the raw materials are come from Europe or further afield, and that all affects their environmental credentials.
Do you feel that you're, in a small way, revitalising manufacturing in the Scottish Borders? Because there's a long history, isn't there, of manufacturing there?
Absolutely. To be manufacturing a new product in the UK and doing it in the Scottish Borders and regenerating jobs in a clean tech environment for an area that has suffered quite a lot of downturn in manufacturing. It's such a good news story for the UK.
It's been really good to talk to you. It's been fantastic to hear your story. Thank you so much, Brian, for being with us today.
Thank you.